I said, it's happened so many times in my life. Don't really remember the exact first time it happened. But I do recall a situation when I was at Campbell University back in 2014. I was a track athlete, and I pretty much stayed in my room and minded my business to focus on my education and also my collegiate career. There was a raid. There was a raid on our dorm, and for some odd reason, campus police and the police themselves assumed that I did drugs and sold drugs. I've never smoked a day in my life before at that time period. And when I tell you it was strictly go to the caf, go to the library, and go back to my room and play video games with my friends, that was it. But for some reason, they assumed that me, out of all people in that hall, was the one that sold drugs. Maybe it was because I was black and I had dreadlocks. Maybe it's the way I dressed. Who knows? But come on now. Like, let's be real here. We know the reality of it. They proceeded to talk to one of my neighbors that stayed across the hall from me, literally right across from my room, and they started questioning him, asking him, like, do you know this guy? Do you know this kid? What does he do? And he proceeds to tell them, oh, nah, he's a good kid. Like, he's on the track team. He doesn't do any of that stuff. Like, he just stays in his room and focuses on, like, his schoolwork and his athletics. And it's a sad case, but it's the reality. But that person that they're questioning was the one who actually did drugs and sold drugs. So they're talking to the person they're looking for. But because of my skin color, they assumed that it was me. Growing up, it's been plenty of times of me going in stores, getting looked at, assuming that I'm about to steal something because of the color of my skin. And it's bad that I have to be cautious of that too. I go in the store and I tell myself, like, damn, if I have a bag, let me leave this up front so they don't think anything. Let me not put myself in a situation where I could possibly put myself in danger just because of my skin color. And it's a sad case. It's a sad case that I walk down the street and I see a cop and my heart started beating fast. I have no record. I've done nothing wrong, and I'm at that time period I could be doing nothing wrong, but because I fear for my life that I have to expect the unexpected when it comes to that, it's a sad damn case. Even time periods where my brother got guns drawn on him for no reason. We're in just hitting high school. We're outside tossing the football, playing football with our family, and the cops pull up, no questions asked, drew guns on him, told him to put his damn hands up for no reason. It's a kid. It's a kid, and they're drawing guns on him for no reason. Mistaken identity. And just because I am a black male with dreads, I want you to imagine the fear that I have where it could possibly lead to a mistaken identity. Because that could just be just like that, and I'm done. I'm gone. What am I? I'm going to become another hashtag. I'm going to have another situation like we're currently going through right now. I just want people to be aware exactly what the hell I have to go through on a daily. It's frustrating. Not to say that it's going to change, who knows? But it's all about acknowledging it. Don't sit up there and act like it doesn't happen. That pisses me off. Don't act like it doesn't happen, because it does. I'm not a bad person. I'm about my business. I go to work. I'm trying to start my own brand. And growing up from Philly, I've been through a lot of things, and I told myself I do not want to grow up that way. It's the reason why I left Philly. I grew up in West Philly off of 52nd. The main reason why we moved here was because as a kid in 4th grade, my brother got punched in the face by a grown man and split his whole bottom lip. I stayed down the street from a bar where there was always fights and shootings. And you want to tell me that we have the same equal opportunity? Let's be real. Let's be real. It's plenty of situations where I've been in where I had a job opportunity when I was talking to them on the phone, and they told me to come in and fill out the paperwork. I have the job, but the minute I go in and they see exactly how I look, the offer's been filled. I'll never forget, 2015, Planet Fitness. They did not offer me the job because as soon as I came in and filled out the paperwork, I'm almost certain it was my description, because the minute he see my face, it went from a smile to a, and that's the reality of it. There's racism everywhere. I just want people to be aware of that. There's such thing as systematic racism as well. It's not just regular racism. I deal with that in high school as well, but there's systematic racism that I have to deal with as well. And it does make it hard. It makes it extremely hard. And do I pay it, any mind on a daily? No, not all the time, because I don't feel like nobody can stop me. That's just the confidence that I have in myself. But one thing I'm not going to do is act like it doesn't exist. It exists. It exists, and it's hard. And it's really, really frustrating that some of my own peers won't even acknowledge that this shit exists. Like, growing up, having guns drawn on you for no reason, riding your bike to work, stopped for no reason by cops. I'm riding on Market Street, the opposite way where traffic is coming this way, and they pull on the sidewalk to cut me off on my way to go to work to Target, to stop me and ask me questions and frisk me. Like, come on now. Come on. That's the shit that I have to deal with. And that's racism. That's discrimination. And that's the shit I have to go through on a daily. And it's hard. It's extremely hard. I'm not even gonna lie to you, especially with everything going on right now. It's hard, and I'm not even gonna lie, it's taking a toll. It's taking a big ass toll. It's really frustrating. This shit fucking sucks, man. And it's frustrating because I have to tell my friends. It's frustrating when the people that you grew up with, the people that you played football with, that you called your brothers, not even just to say, like, I don't want to say this, but my white peers, they don't acknowledge this shit, bro. That shit's fucking tough, bro. Cause we went to war together, we played football together. You've seen the hardships that we go through on a daily, but you don't acknowledge that shit, bro. You see everything that's happening right now, and you gonna sit up there and tell me that you don't see the shit. But the only thing you worried about is the looting and shit. But let's just disregard for the fact, the reason why people are pissed. I'm not agreeing with the shit. I don't agree with it. But you can't sit up there and disregard everything that happened, like, to lead up to this at all, man. You can't. Because like I said, I could be in a situation where I could be put in a situation where I can fucking die. And who knows what image they're gonna portray me on the fucking media. Like, that's just the shit that we have to fucking go through, man. This shit's fucking tough, man. It's frustrating as hell. It's frustrating as hell, man. It's frustrating as hell, man. I done left Philly, so I don't grow up a specific way. My mom got us out of Philly, so we don't grow up in gangs, don't grow up with, violence in the hood that we grow up. We left that. As soon as we went to Wilmington, ended up being in the same area, and I left that. And look at where I'm at today. I'm proud of that, but no matter where I go, I still face the hardships that I go through. I still face racism, man. And now I'm understanding that sometimes it could be racism in the corporate world or the business world. That's just the reality of it all. Like, I cannot run away from this shit at all. And that's the frustrating part about it. I'm no different than you, but the color of my skin. I work hard, I bust my ass. But how the system is, people have, a better opportunity to get some stuff than I do. Rather come to loans, being approved for jobs. This is statistically proven. And I learned this in my sociology class when I went in college. It's statistically proven. And that's stuff that I have to face. And those are my hardships. That's what I have to deal with. I don't have the privilege to, go somewhere and not be worried about stealing, or I don't have that. I don't have the ability to do that, because the minute something like that happens, or I'm odd. Even a couple weeks ago, I went to the GSC store to get some supplements. Bro, it's eyeing me down. And I'm like, bro, like, I'm good. Like, I'm not here to steal supplements, man. I'm here to get some fat burner for the person that I was with. But that's what I have to deal with. And it's a shame that I see that and I'm like, yeah, they probably think I'm stealing. And I have to tell myself, it is what it is. That's just the shit I have to go through. It's the reality. And I can't escape it. But I'm like I said, I'm not gonna turn a blind eye to it either. And like I said, it's just frustrating. That's it. Like I said, it's frustrating because it's not a damn thing I can do about it. You think they're gonna listen to me? And we pretty much been voicing our opinion on, systematic racism and oppression for a while now. Not a damn thing is gonna change, man. It's not. And I've accepted it. Like I said, history is gonna go in circle, man. I've accepted it. Not to say that I've lost hope, but one thing I'm not gonna do is feed myself a false reality. That's not something I'm gonna do because I want to make sure my mental is fine. If I sit up there and feed myself a false reality and expect that something is really gonna change, I want you to imagine how fucking heartbroken I'm gonna feel, where it's gonna go right back to what it is. I'm not doing it to myself. This is the world that we live in. It's not just in America. It's all over. This is what we have to deal with, and this is the fucking reality, and I just have to live in it. This is the cards that I was dealt, and I just have to try to play a good hand.